Gentlemen, Papa Boris here with another Hearthstone arena run. I've been playing a lot since my last video, and it's been really tragic. Every time I've tried to record, which is 4 times now, I ended up going at 2 wins and losing. And then when I took a break from recording and just played, I of course got to 7 wins with a Shaman and 9 wins with a Mage. So as you can see now, I am very poor. This is my last chance in the arena. Let me take a look at my stats real quick. I have gone for 22 games without having to pay, so that's pretty good. And if this one goes well, actually it'll be 23, but if this one goes well, I can scrabble back up to 24. My last failed attempt to make a recording was with a Mage. I went 2 ins and out. Got crushed by Buzzards, then by Rogue Silliness, and then in a fair fight against a Shaman. Let's go ahead and play as a Shaman. Mage and Shaman being my two of my favorite classes here. Alright, we're getting a 3-drop here. All these are pretty good. I do like the Feral Spirits quite a bit. The Overload is a tough thing to swallow, but it puts stuff on the board, and Taunt is great, and I think it can make a really big difference in the game. Alright, well, Stormwind Champion's a great card, but I think you gotta take Hex when you see it. Raging Worgen I'm just loving more and more and more. It's so good. I think it's better than card draw or a mediocre Taunter. Alright, well, Bloodlust is good, but I'm gambling on I'm going to see another one, and I don't really want more than one. So we're going to go ahead and take this quality 1-drop here to stave off Buzzards and other crazy things. No! Why are all the good cards in one pack? These are all fantastic cards. The Stormforged Axe, being a weapon, is the best of these, but all of these are really great. Okay, well, we get a 3-drop here. Not really what I want when I'm already kind of riding hard on the 3-drops, so one of these 5-drops will be our ticket. This Enrage might come into play, but not super likely. Although if I do get the epic weapon with Wind Fury, giving that +2 attack is kind of silly. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Tiger here. It's a little bit of a more conservative creature. Alright, so it's here between the Earthshock or the Rockbiter weapon. Silence is nice to have, but I think the Rockbiter weapon is in general going to be stronger. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab the good 2-drop here. These are both sort of okay, but not really what I want in my 4 and 5 drops. Alright, another Axe. Yes, please. Alright, well, I already have 1 Feral Spirit. I think having too many can get you into overload problems. The Wild Pyromancer is fun, but the Azure Drake is such good quality that I think I have to grab it here. Okay, Lightning Bolt is great. Okay, so here's between the Wall and the Ogre. The Warden, I think, is better than people give it credit for. It's so difficult to get through that its ability to protect your creatures, like your Worgens, say, can actually be really, really annoying. And there's only so much that you can play a game and say, oh, that was a bad card, but it just happened to be good here, before you finally realize, no, it's actually a decent card. So we're going to go ahead and grab it here to get some 4-drops going. Alright, these I consider too risky. This is fine. Let's get a 2-drop. That seems alright. Okay, Forked Lightning is very, very solid. The Overload is pricey, but it's a really good effect. More Forked Lightning? Sure. These are both sort of borderline. Alright, do I take a 3rd Axe? Okay, that's getting a little bit greedy with the Axes. These are both solid cards. I think we'll grab the Wolf here, because it's a little bit more consistent in how good it is. Alright, so I can take a Bloodlust here, or take the Ogre Magi. Let's get one of these guys. This is good with the Forked Lightning and the Lightning Bolts. And if I don't get a Bloodlust, no biggie. I might get one later, though. Alright, do I want 3 Forked Lightnings? I don't think I want 3 Forked Lightnings. That seems like a lot of Forked Lightnings. Let's go ahead and grab this average 3-drop here. Okay, I really don't like the Nightblade or this, so we're going to take a 5-mana Taunter. Okay, so we can take the earlier drop. That's sort of okay. This hasn't really been that great for me. Or we can take the really good 6-drop. Let's take the really good 6-drop. Okay, Knife Juggler seems like an easy pick there. Archmage or Boulder Fist Ogre. So this is actually nice to see them side by side. So with the Archmage, you're basically paying 2 power for a spell power. And in this deck, I have the Forked Lightnings, the Lightning Bolt. That's it. So I don't think the spell power is actually worth it here. We're going to go ahead and grab the Ogre. Alright, Shattered Sun Cleric or the Wind Speaker. Let's go for the Shattered Sun Cleric. I'm always sad when I don't have those in my deck. Alright, well, here it's definitely going to be the Earth Elemental. A little bit of a risky creature because of the huge overload, but a 7/8 with Taunt for 5 mana is just insane. 5-drop? I think I have too many 5-drops. So I will actually just take a 1-drop. Okay, Wind Fury I'm not a super big fan of. This guy's alright, but I have enough big dudes in this deck, so I'm going to take more removal. Oh my god, how many Rockbiter weapons is too many? I think this is starting to get to be too many. Let's fill the gap in my curve with another 4/4. Okay, this is a very tough call between the Lightning Storm, which is mass removal, and the Twilight Drake, which just can sometimes randomly win you the game. Oh man, I've passed on Twilight Drake before and really regretted it. Lightning Storm can just bail you out of so many situations, but I already have the Axe, 2 Rockbiters, Lightning Bolt, and Forked Lightning. So we don't have, and a Hex. So we don't have mass removal, but we have removal. So hopefully I just don't get too far behind in my games. Alright, well, I already have one of these. So it's a call between Silence and Dark Iron Dwarf. Dark Iron Dwarf is a really cool combat trick, but I think it's nice to have at least one Silence in your deck. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that here. I might regret that. Alright, Lava Burst is a fantastic card. It's a good way to close out the deck, even if it means passing on a Knife Juggler. My curve's not as aggressive as I would like. It's sort of like a block more than it is a curve, but I think this deck's pretty solid just because it has a lot of removal and a lot of good creatures. It's just a good stuff deck. So as long as I don't get overrun, if I'm fighting fair with my opponents, I should have reasonable odds. Alright, so keeping a hand like this just commits to gambling for this Earth Elemental. I think I will do that, but I'm going to fish for some earlier plays as well. Alright, well, the Axe is great. I have nothing to do on turn 3 anyway, so the Overload doesn't matter, and it does kill buzzards. In my last run as a mage, I won 2 games, then proceeded to lose 3, and the first of the 3 that I lost was against a hunter who coined buzzard. And now I have an answer for that, and of course, no buzzards are forthcoming. Now, I don't really like playing Naked Wolves, but next turn I have nothing to do for 3 mana, so I'm actually going to put this Axe into play. The reason being that this is a chance to make it so the Overload doesn't actually matter. So I'm starting a little bit slow here. Basically, I'm confident that this Axe plus the Earth Elemental on turn 5 will do good things for me. Alright, so this is an interesting play. I can kill it, and I will. It's possible that my opponent thought that the dragon's ability is that it can't be attacked, but it can be attacked, it just can't be targeted. This is a totem that's always scary for your opponent, but I currently don't have much that helps with it. I mean, the Lightning Bolt is nice, but I don't really want to be overloading on turn 4 because that stops me from playing this on turn 5. This is where I wish I had an Earth Shock, because if I did, I could kill it with 1 card. I've always wanted to do that. Let's actually go ahead and kill that thing.
Elements guide me.
Yeah, it's worth it. Now, I don't really want a Spell Power Totem, so I'm going to Totem first. I'd like to get a Healing Totem. There it goes. This is a neat little trick, by the way. When you play as a Shaman, if you're about to kill one of your totems, and you're planning to play a totem that turn, stop and ask yourself, do I want the totem that is about to die, or do I not want it? Because if you don't want that totem, then you want to roll your totem first so that you can't get the one that you already have, and then you can kill it and be guaranteed that you won't get it again. Alright, Animal Companion. Charger. All things considered, it's not the worst thing in the world for me here, because it will die to my Axe. Or he might even decide to trade it. That's actually a very smart play, because if I'm going to kill it with the Axe anyway, he might as well kill a totem before it dies. So my opponent made absolutely the correct decision there. And he's coining something out as well. Interesting. Starting Hyena, haha, okay. Well, that's going to get axed in the face for sure. Ooh, Forked Lightning. Tempting. Very tempting. If I play this, I'm overloaded, and I won't be able to play this next turn because I'll have Overload 2. So I could play the Ogre Magi and kill the stuff and then go that way. Now, if I play this, it'll be an 8/8 with the help of this wolf. But he can actually... no, it'll have Taunt. So basically, if he manages to take this out with, like, let's say, a Deadly Shot, I'm going to be in really serious trouble. No, this... I'd also axe this Hyena and play this thing. Really, his only out is going to be Deadly Shot, or, like, Explosive Shot plus trading this thing, or a Kill Command. A slightly safer play is to play this, and Forked Lightning now. I could also... no, Lightning Bolt is also Overload. I could also hit this, trade my Wolf. and then play this to an empty board, but that makes me even more open to Deadly Shot. I could kill the hyena, do the trade here, play the tiger, and then play this next turn. That will bait out a Deadly Shot. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go for the more conservative play. Always kill hyenas first. Because if you have the beasts trade, then the hyena gets pumped up, and you will lose the game. I speak from personal experience. So next turn, I can go Overload Crazy. I can play this thing and a Lightning Bolt to kill something important of his. If he plays Deadly Shot, I'm fine with that. That's going to be most of his mana for the turn. And if he doesn't play Deadly Shot, I've got a 5/5 on the board. Alright, Steady Shot. He could still have a Deadly Shot in his hand. Is he going to play it? Is he going to play it? Well, that might... I don't think it's Deadly Shot. I think he would have played Deadly Shot much more quickly. Wow, that's interesting. He must have a very bad hand if he played this. When he couldn't benefit from the heal. Now, do I Lightning Bolt and go crazy with the Overload? Yeah, let's go crazy. My stuff's cheap anyway. So what's really cool is that I'm very resistant to multi-shot here. That would be 4 of a 6 mana and both of my creatures survive it. And next turn I can still make plays. I'm going to have 7 minus 4 is 3 mana. I could still put this thing down. And Forked Lightning if I need to. Or I could even make a Feral Spirit. All Overload all day long, baby. Probably the best card you could play here is a Freezing Trap to send one of my guys back to my hand. It would be so expensive, but the Freezy effect would probably be permanent at that point.
My shield for
Alright, he's clearly desperate if he's playing a Naked Defender of Argus. Oh, the poor guy. Alright, I think I'm just going to whack him. I don't see any reason to take it slow here. I mean, what's this guy going to do? I guess this plus a kill command or this plus an explosive shot would kill my thing. Alright, we'll play it safe. Let's just kill this guy. Whack him in the face. And keep the Overload train going. So hunters are not good at mass removal. Their only one is explosive shot. And to a lesser extent, explosive trap, and to a lesser extent, explosive shot. So that's why I'm playing this cavalierly. If I were up against a mage, I wouldn't have done this. I would have played the Novice Engineer to draw a card and leave myself less, vulnerable to Flame Strike. So I've got 12 plus 4 is 16 damage on the way here. That's a pretty good card, but I can just ignore it at the moment. And that was all of his mana for the turn. Actually, Forked Lightning will kill off his hyenas that he spawns. Is he gonna unleash the hounds here? It'll be 1 damage short of killing the Earth Elemental. I don't think he wants to do that. Yeah, Forked Lightning will actually kill the hyenas. So it's somewhat tempting to just trade the Tiger in and then use Forked Lightning and still deal 11 damage. I could deal 16 damage, which isn't enough to kill him. If I can swing with everything.
Quickly. I wonder.
This card is very, very strong. More Forked Lightning. Alright, well, let's think. Let's, do this, and this for sure. Do I bring him down to within 2? I mean, this guy is already set to kill him. Yeah, I don't see what a hunter could really do to get out of the situation, especially because he had such bad draws that he was playing like Naked Defender of Argus and Wasted Farseers and all this stuff. Let's just draw a card.
I hope you like my invention.
Azure Drake, alright. Good times. Play a totem. Spell power, not really relevant. Is it worth it to put this thing down? Can't hurt. Again, hunters just aren't really all that good with the global removal. Explosive trap is all he's got, and it's not going to be enough. Alright, your beasts have charge. So he could kill this High Mage, and then the hyenas it spawns would have charge. So he could actually kill my Earth Elemental by sending this and another hyena into it. Hunter's Mark. Okay. I don't think he can... Oh, give a beast +2 attack. That's cute. Alright. Oh, he's still dead. By a lot. Yeah, he's still dead. Alright. Good game!
Well played.
Haven't seen, that immunity card used. Oh, can't see it anymore. Give a beast plus something and immune this turn. We're off to a good start against Ricardo the Hunter. Let's keep on going. Yeah, I'm really glad I took that Earth Elemental. That card is just insane. It is pony whipping balls ridiculous, as one might say. Title Arms. Another hunter. This is different. My other hunter was Ricardo. Ooh, good aggressive start here. Okay. Well, I'm going to actually coin out the Knife Juggler, even though it kind of wastes a knife. Oh, no, sorry, what am I talking about? That doesn't waste anything. Sorry, brain fart. I'm going to coin out the Knife Juggler, play the Wolf, and then swing. That's the game plan here. If my opponent has a slow start, he's in real big trouble. Ooh, I could also play this. I am going to go... Well, if I play this, I could Wolf next turn. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hang on to the coin. Let's play that. The reason is this if he has a Buzzard, this guy can just trade for it. And then I can still play my Knife Juggler. Alright. He thinks that's a good card, but it's not quite good enough. Let's see, I could play the Wolf. Actually, you know, I'm gonna just go for it here. Let's, you know, use it while it's good. A good option now is better than the best option later. Let's just start the swings. So if he doesn't have anything good to play on this turn, I can play the Wolf. That'll be 1 damage. With the Knife, +4, +3, that's plus another 7 damage. So that's a total of 8 damage this turn, and it's going to happen. Well, the Knife might not swing in his face, but that's totally fine here. This Twilight Drake is less than impressive. I forget what it was that I can't remember what I took the Twilight Drake over, but I now kind of regret it. This is only a 4/4 for 4, which is a little bit sad. Now, my deck isn't normally going to have such a strong start. That's why it's a card I was willing to... Oh, no! No! That's so bad. Well, let's play the 4/4 for 4. There have definitely been more impressive Twilight Drakes in my life. At least I've got plays to keep making. The Azure Drake refills my hand a little bit, which was very good. Alright, looks like he has a plan. God, the 5 toughness. Nuts. Well, shucks. Had a really strong start. I took 9 life from my opponent, but that was all I was able to do, really. This is lightning. Why was I thinking this was Forked Lightning? This is Lightning Bolt. That is not Forked Lightning. Anyway, there's a Buzzard. And he's going to get to draw a card from it. Oh, I think that was really the best thing he could have possibly drawn. Oh my goodness. I am shocked this game went so badly after such a good start. I think actually I'm going to silence the Buzzard. Just keep the momentum going. I want to be putting things onto the board, and this guy trades against both of his things. Oh my god. I had such a strong start, but he weathered it quite well. Alright, let's see what my totem is first. Taunt is good. Makes it harder for him to trade. Risky play here, definitely, because his beasts still have charge, but it's the arena, so he's not necessarily going to have that many beasts. So I'm willing to take the chance if I'm playing like a Core Hound or something stupid and charging into it. Because this is an arena game, not a constructed game, so he's not going to have like that many beasts necessarily. I'd rather him maybe charge than maybe draw a card.
I wonder.
God, I wish my Twilight Drake had been a 5/5, then it could have killed this thing. Oh my gosh, he had a beast. Boo, I say. Boo.
Summoning portal.
Summoning portal. Well, at this point of the game, it's not that relevant, so I'm okay with it. Alright, my life total is definitely starting to get a little bit dangerous here. God, I really wish that were forked lightning instead of lightning bolt. Shoot. Well, let's make a totem. And let's make a taunter.
Get behind me.
Healing is good against hunters, but he's got 8 mana and the play. What I really love is just for him to play like a big, non-beast creature so that I can hex it and catch back up. Looks like he has some kind of a buff. Bestial Wrath. Give a beast +2. That's the second time I've seen that card! Oh my god. Oh my god. How did this game go so wrong? I had a start that Shamans can only dream of. You know, maybe if I hadn't drafted the Twilight Drake, although I forget what I took it over. Man, there's really no good targets for this. Let's play a Stealther, play a Totem, and heal up a little bit. Alright, let's see what he can throw at me.
Behold the
Oh my god. What a day. What a day. Oh, don't kill my healing totem. It's only gonna heal 1 a turn. That's like nothing. Alright, so he's trying to race me down here. And he's doing a pretty good job. That could maybe save me. I mean, yeah. Let's go ahead and hex this guy. So, we can now kill his thing. And we can kill the frog. Oh man, oh my god, I screwed up. I should have swung with this before making the taunting frog. That is a mistake I commonly make. Alright, yeah, we need to play this thing. For sure. And since I am low on life, we need to stop his beasts from being able to charge. So, he's gonna kill me in 5 turns with this. Possibly less if he has a kill command. That's a decent play, and I just used my hex. I don't think I have any other answers.
shall not save you.
So he's busting up my taunt. And now I'm dead in 1 turn. I've only got 6 mana to work with. That's not going to do it. Let's go out in style. Oh my god, that game was frustrating. I will be honest. I had a good start, but he had a better one. I think he slow rolled this buzzard too, which was very smart. Stopped it from being killed by my aggressive plays. And I cannot remember for the life of me what I could have taken instead of the Twilight Drake, but I have a feeling that whatever it was would have made the difference, because the Twilight Drake was just a 4/4 for 4 that game, and something more impactful would have been significantly better. It is possible that I should have silenced his charger guy instead of the buzzard. Maybe the charging was more important than the drawing cards. Because he, obviously beat me without the extra cards, so that was fine. Hex is more of late game removal, and this guy is later. I'll keep the Forked Lightning, though, because Warlocks sometimes play a rush game. Okay, this is a pretty good start. Got the Wolf to buff up my totems a little bit. Oh, hey, look at that. That's fantastic. So another aggressive start. Let's hope this one actually survives. I got 1, 2, 3, so it's good plays here. Ah, that's perfect. So I can actually trade my 1-drop for his 1-drop. Oh my gosh, the Blood Imp. Why does everyone always have Blood Imps? Ugh. Okay, so Forked Lightning will kill the Blood Imp, but not this thing. Tragically. If I could get Spell Power, it would kill this thing. But I only have a 1 in 4 chance of doing that. So do I gamble on the totem? I think that's a little bit greedy. Let's just take the trade while it's there. So next turn I can play these guys. Unfortunately, I can't get the wolf on either side, or to be in the middle of them, which is kind of sad, but still puts me in the lead, because, I mean, 2/2/3s for 3 mana is really good. It's like a total of 4 power and 6 toughness for 3 mana, so it's very, very strong. This is not a card to be underestimated. Alright, does he have a backup plan? Nope, so this is a little bit of a casual Saturday player here. Let's go ahead and kill off the Naked Adventurer. Unfortunately, the totem can't go around the wolf here, so we're just putting a totem over here. Healer would be great. Taunter, whatever. Spell power would be great with Forked Lightning. Oh, it would be really great right now if I could get a spell power totem. Let's see. Well, I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, I still have enough. Let's see if I can knife that imp. Alright, I knifed his Divine Shield, but I did not get spell power, unfortunately. So Forked Lightning will put this guy down to 2, and it'll kill the imp. Is that worth doing? Or should I just attack over top of him? You know, actually, let's stay in control here. Let's go for the Overload. It's not ideal, but it isn't bad either. What I can do now is trade the damaged one in. Conga line this guy down, and attack. Alright, well, this is the kind of game I'm talking about, so now we heal up. And yeah, I'm hitting him for 7-9 next turn.
Give me a quest.
Alright, let's see if he has a follow-up plan for this questing adventure. Succubus! Ooh, poor guy. That is not good. That is not good for him. Alright, so, let's think of the best way to do this. We could kind of conga line down, but that doesn't actually work very well. I can only deal 2 damage to this thing. Or I could go just attack him. Let's see, 3, 5, 9, 12, 15. Oh, always look for the win. Always look for the win. Let's actually just make this a bit faster. Doing that. And let's just finish this off. Alright, that's how it's supposed to go. And we get a win against our Warlock friend. Right, that's good. I really like this deck. I mean, that Hunter had a really great deck. I gotta give him credit. And I think I can still go the distance here. So let's see if we can do it. Feral Spirit's a very interesting card. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's like a good defensive card. But it's not really a defensive card. It can be because they have taunt, but it's actually like a really offensive 3 mana card. Because you're putting so much power down for 3 mana. Oh, this is tricky. I don't think I want 2 Forked Lightnings. I want things to actually play, and Hex is a little bit better in the late game. So we'll keep 1 around in case he plays like a Buzzard and a Hyena. That's a good draw, so I can play this turn 1, Totem turn 2, Feral Spirit in turn 3. So hopefully this time I actually do well against the Hunter with my aggressive start. Bobcake is different. I had Ricardo, can't remember the name of the second one, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Bobcake. So we'll look forward to this game here. He's coining something out. What's it going to be? A secret. Well, in case that's Explosive Trap, let's go ahead and attack before he pops it. Explosive Trap, wow. Well, that's pretty cool. He coined an Explosive Trap to kill my Worgen. Wow, it's aggressive. I don't think that's a good play. I think it's better to hang on to your Explosive Traps and not to coin them out to kill your opponent's 1-drop. So that's encouraging. I don't think this is going to be the best of players. Next turn I've got the Feral Spirit that will take care of buzzards and hyenas and things. So that's good. I will have very little mana on turn 4. But there's also that. Well, considering the horrific luck I've had lately, off camera, I will take that. I think I'm due some good fortune. Let's go ahead and play our next game. 3-1 is pretty good to be with this deck, because it's good. It's a good deck. It's not like, you know, an outstanding deck, so I'm happy where I am so far in the arena. I guess he had regrets about the coin explosive trap play and my fiendishly clever attacking before summoning my totem demoralized him. This arena has been nothing but hunters and warlocks, I think, which is kind of funny. I'm okay with that. You know, it's better than all rogues. So let's keep both of my 1-drops. Yeah, this guy's going to be wasted, but you know what? Honestly, I would rather get aggression from him early than 2 health from him late. Okay, well, this is the stronger drop, so we'll play it first. This is a case where going second would have been good. I could have coined and put both these guys out on turn 1. That would have been better. Because then I could put the totem out on turn 2. Now I have to choose between the totem or the voodoo doctor. Let's go ahead and swing. I will actually be aggressive. I mean, if he spends turn 2 like life tapping, then I swing for 4 and I've already got a pretty good start. I've got my late game lined up, which is nice because this game does have not a whole lot of late game cards. He's spending his entire turn and 2 mana to kill one of my drops. That's totally fine. My curve's biting me here. A 3-drop would have been a whole lot better than a totem. That is for sure. But if my opponent keeps up doing nothing, then I will be in pretty good shape. Let's see what he's going to coin out. Is it something I can silence? Actually, yeah, that is something I can silence. I don't want him to have any turns with that. Now, if I get a spell power totem, this would kill it, but no, let's just silence it.
Your magic shall not
So it's just a 0/4. Now, if he has power overwhelming, he can still get a little bit of mileage out of this thing, but I'm fine with that, considering he now has to pay full price for his apparently expensive minions. He had nothing on turn 2, and nothing to play with 3 mana, so it suggests that this would have been really useful for him. Not a big fan of this card, it's very fragile. Wow, he's silencing my taunt totem, that's crazy. Alright, let's keep up the aggression, I think. I could Lightning Bolt and kill this, or I could Rockbiter Weapon. Rockbiter Weapon doesn't have Overload, that is important because I want to play 6 drops. So, we're going to Rockbiter Weapon. Do I Rockbiter Weapon my totem and we'll burn the totem, or do I Rockbiter Weapon me? If I do it on me, I take damage. If I do it on the totem, I can actually get another taunt totem later, which might be good. Actually, I don't really want totems. I want healing and I want spell power. So yeah, I'm going to actually take the damage here. Kill his dude. Not get overloaded. Swing past the silenced portal. And play a 4/4 for 4. That's pretty much what this is. It's unlikely this 4 damage is going to matter. Especially because next turn I've got this guy to play or this guy to play, depending on when my opponent drops. If it's something this can kill, I will definitely play this. If it's not, then I will play just the stronger creature. Alright, if that's all he's doing, I'll be pretty happy. Power rolling, alright, well, that's a good use of his card. It's basically 1 mana, kill my 4/4. So he's hanging in there pretty well, actually. Oh, the Twilight Drake is so disappointing. Oh my lord. Well, I think if I don't play it now, well, let's see, it's still going to be a 4/4 next turn. So yeah, let's put more damage on the field here. My opponent's got a little bit of card advantage against me, so if I can race this game to the end, that would be nice. Okay, here's where I wish I had an Earth Shock. That's actually quite tricky for me to get around. So I could throw away this guy and just use my Ogre to overpower it. And then I could play this and just try to race him down. More conservative play is to use this Ogre, overpower it, Totem, and Twilight Drake. Yeah, let's get the Totem down. Let's keep my surprise in my back pocket. So we'll waste this. Kill him. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Let's not make a Totem. Let's make this Wind Fury guy. Since I already used my Rockbiter Weapon plus this is a crazy combo. The only thing I can pump it in my deck is the Direwolf Alpha. But still, it's dealing 4 damage, so I have 4, 8, 14 damage coming up. Alright, he's spending almost half of his mana to kill one of my threats. That's fine, because I have this and this still to deal damage. If he plays Hellfire, that would be a problem. That is not a problem, however. Okay, let's think. Oh my gosh, I do have another Rockbiter Weapon. I forgot about that. Well, that seems very clear here. Let's do that, and win the game. Alright, that is how it's supposed to go. I don't think he needed to silence my totem, although it's possible that he just did that, the silencing of the totem, because he needed to put a body on the board if he had like a really slow draw. So maybe that wasn't a bad play, just a desperate play, which is totally fine. I mean, that's what you have to do when you're behind, is make desperate plays. Alright, well, it's up to 4 wins. I'm actually going to maybe post this video. That's good. Well, this is great. I am happy to be going second, because I can coin both of these things out, and then have follow-up plays. Now, I am up against a mage, so on turn 2 he could kill the Voodoo Doctor. But that's his entire turn, then I play the Knife Juggler, and I'm really putting on the pressure. Now, the alternative option would be to not play anything on turn 1, then on turn 2, play the Knife Juggler, hope it survives, and on turn 3 I could play out both of these things and a totem and throw a lot of knives. Well, let's see what my opponent does on turn 1, and we'll see what's best. Obviously, I wish I were not up against a mage, who can just kill this immediately and then kill this later. Okay, well, it looks like playing these things is not that great in light of the Mana Worms being here. I could coin out the Knife Juggler and then play both of these things next turn, but the problem is I could trade the Mana Worm for the Knife Juggler. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's be aggressive here and use this coin. If my opponent's being aggressive, then so shall I. This plus Rockbiter weapon is pretty good. It's 10 damage. With 2 Rockbiter weapons, it's 16 damage. Alright, my opponent seems to have removal for my Juggler. Oh no, he's just gonna take the slow road to kill it. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's see where the knives go. Face. And I think I'm actually gonna heal the Knife Juggler. That will make him have to use his hero ability next turn to kill it. Let's see. Actually, if he plays a spell next turn, then the Mana Worm can kill it all by itself. Yeah, I'm actually going to do this. So now, he can spend 2/3 of his mana next turn to finish off my Knife Juggler, and I can hit him for 4 damage, and play this guy, and really be putting... Actually, I'm going to play the Feral Spirit, what am I talking about? I'm going to put as much damage as I can on the board. Although this is equal damage, it's 4 damage to 4 damage, I'll play this first, and then play the Feral Spirits. Or maybe even hold off on them and play the Warden first to protect my things. It is tricky being aggressive against a mage, because if he can hold off, then the card advantage that he gets from using the hero ability will be worth it. I really screwed up. I should have attacked the Mana Worm first and then played the Voodoo Doctor. That would have wasted a knife, but the knife ended up being wasted because it went into the Mana Worm anyway. Ah, that was a tragic error. Yes, because then my Knife Juggler would still be alive. Okay, if I lose this game, then that will be the reason why. It's because I didn't trade into the Mana Worm and heal after the fact. Because then all he could have done was just kill my Voodoo Doctor, which is not nearly as good as killing my Knife Juggler. Well, let's see what he has to say for himself. 4 mana is the point at which people start having scary plays. He could play a really big Twilight Drake. That's not it. Cone of Cold! Oh my fucking god, that is really bad. Oh, that's really, really bad. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, let's put down some protection for my guy. Oh, man. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. So actually, even if I had protected my Knife Juggler, it absolutely would have been in trouble, because he could have Cone of Colded and then finish the Knife Juggler off later. Boo.
Your magic shall
Alright, he's
not
silencing this, which is, all things considered, not the worst thing in the world. And he's going to kill my guy off. He respects the damage it can do. Alright, I think we need to be aggressive here. And the most aggressive thing that I can do is play this Tiger. So interestingly, I'm not too far behind card-wise. I think it's probably because I went second and got an extra card. Given that he had Cone of Cold, I'm glad I killed this Mana Worm before it got big. Alright, that's pretty good, but my Tiger does kill it, so that's fine. Okay, now the Tiger is going to die to the hero ability next turn, which is a shame. Rockbiter Weapon, that's good. I can remove this thing. Actually, I can remove the, well, I can remove the more damaging thing. I think that makes more sense. So what do I want to play this turn? Probably this Rockbiter Weapon and Feral Spirit. Or maybe a Totem Rockbiter Weapon and Feral Spirit. I think the card isn't as important to draw yet, as is getting more totems on the field. So we're going to go ahead and make our totem first, see what we get. Healing! Fantastic! Oh, that puts this guy out of range of hero ability. That's great. So let's make Feral Spirits to protect the Tiger from more mundane means of damage. Rockbiter Weapon here. Kill this off. Kill this off. And let's actually start working on this thing a little bit.
Job's done.
Since I'm getting healed for it anyway, might as well start to bring this guy down a little bit. Alright, 7 mana Mage could definitely have scary plays, like Flame Strike, for example, which would kill most of what I have. But that would be his entire turn, and I could repopulate the board pretty nicely with this Engineer and possibly a Totem or another card. So I'm fine with that. Alright. Does he have a Blizzard or something? Arcane Explosion to deal 2 damage? Ah, that's really good. God damn it, that was really good. Shit. Alright, he's going to trade voluntarily instead of putting the decision to me. A little bit of an imprecise play. So I can play a Taunter that dies to this, or I can silence it and trade with it. Yeah, that seems like a much smarter move. I don't have enough mana to also play a Novice Engineer, so let's silence this. And keep dealing damage. Oh, man. Yeah, that Arcane Explosion was really good. So first he had the Deadly Cone of Cold, and then he had the Deadly Arcane Explosion. Well, that's the risk that you play with aggressive decks, is the fact that if your opponent can hold you off, you're going to be behind. And that's what happened against the Hunter, and it looks like that's what's happening at the moment against this Mage. Oh, that's good. And he gets to draw 3 cards from that. That's pretty good for 3 mana. Boy. Things are grim. There is no question about that. Well, next turn with 8 mana, I can play this. And, I could also play this. Well, let's actually do this thing. It trades with this stuff, and I might need to hold him back. Ah, perfect. So I could actually kill both of his creatures right now. It's a shame that I can't kill... that this guy doesn't have 2 damage. Let's see if I can get like a Rockbiter Weapon here. Ah, that could be really good. I mean, Mage probably has Polymorph with all those cards he drew, but still, that's fine. Alright, let's do the trading.
Die, Mage.
It's a bit of a shame that I have to waste my healthy creature for his unhealthy one. But I've got board advantage. He has pretty strong card advantage, 4 more cards than me. Granted, I have 3 more cards than he does on the board, so it's kind of fair. Alright, Flame Strike, that's going to be his entire turn. That's fine. If he has a Polymorph, that'll be very sad. I could try to bait the Polymorph with this. Ah, that's a good draw. Alright, we're going to play this. Finish this off. Swing in the face. Make a totem. And pass the turn. Perhaps I should have played a creature instead of making the totem. Yeah, that might have been the smarter play there. It's possible that I'm slow rolling this a little bit too much. Right now, I can hero ability this and still have 8 mana to work with. Alright, that's a pretty good draw because I can't kill it with my axe. That is a good draw because he's up against an aggressive deck, so health is very good, and he has a secret. Okay. Oh man, if that's Mirror Entity, I'm in kind of big trouble. Well, if it is Mirror Entity, the least bad thing is this thing.
Get behind me.
I find that Mirror Entity is the secret I fear most against mages. Let's see what I get here. Spell power, not relevant. Well, let's take this guy out. It is very dangerous to be hurting myself this much against a mage. No question about it. But I feel like it's a necessary risk, given how far behind I am. So, next turn, I can play the Ogre. Alright, got another Flame Strike on me. That's thankfully most of his turn, and another Secret. No! Now this one's probably Mirror Entity. Shit. Well, I hope I draw something crappy that I can fish for the Mirror Entity with. This isn't exactly crappy, but it's worth... I think it's less bad than the Ogre. Okay. So, now, because I can't kill this, I actually have to play... Well, let me take a look at what I get here. Yeah, I have to play this because otherwise he could have turned on Enrage with his hero ability and whacked me for an unacceptable amount of damage. Now he needs an answer to this, so if he's been holding up onto a polymorph, he needs it. Oh, that Mirror Entity was really good. Alright, he's going to draw a card that suggests a little bit of desperation. I imagine if he had a good answer, he would have hit this and used hero ability on this to kill it that way and get some more use out of the Acolyte. It's possible that he's got a Pyroblast and a Fireball in there, and he's fishing. Wow. Alright, well if he's killing me that way, then he really doesn't have good answers, which I'm okay with. Ah, that's a pretty big dude. So the Frostbolt's kind of nice here. It's stopping me from killing my guy. Let's think. I could play this, and then that Divine Shield plus the Worgen will kill this guy. I could also whack him with my axe. That doesn't seem right, though. I could also play this, which is a little bit slower, but can possibly trade better. Yeah, we're going to do it like that, actually. We're going to play the Ogre. And send my Worgen in. Okay, it is not Vaporize or Ice Barrier, so it might be Ice Block, Counterspell, or Spellbender. Let's keep my last charge of the axe around. It could be good. So now he can kill this off with his hero ability, but my Taunter's in the way, so he can't do anything about this dude. And so next turn I hopefully will be able to just kill him like that and get away with murder. Arcane Explosion. Oh, that's a pretty good answer. Question is he going to do the trade for me? That would be an error. He should hit me. This will bring me down to Pyroblast range, and even, you know, not too far off from hero ability range. Yeah, he makes a smart play there. But he left my Worgen enraged, which is quite risky. Oh my god, can I actually win this turn? Well, that secret could be Ice Block, which would be really tragic. Let's see. This would make it deal 14 damage, plus 4 is 18 damage, and then the axe is 19 damage, but the problem is that, actually I'm doing all that without the aid of this Ogre. The problem, though, is that basically, if he has Ice Block, then I don't want to run into it. Let's take a look. Let's imagine I play Rockbiter Weapon, hit him for, let's see, what is it? 14. He'll be down to 5. Then if I play this, use that, he'll be down to 1. Then I swing with that. Let's say it's Ice Block. I still haven't attacked with this guy. I can then do the trade. And I can still make a totem. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and try this out. Let's make a totem. See what I get. The 1/1 might be good later. And let's actually go for it here. It's Counterspell. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
I'll take that.
What the? Oh, it actually, oh man, it like gives it to him permanently. Oh, fuck my life. Okay, well, let's do this. This, and that. I've never actually seen Spellbender in play. I didn't realize it put the creature into play for you permanently. That is quite good. Okay, so if he has a Pyroblast, he wins. If he has Fireball, he pretty much wins. Yeah, Fireball will also win. If he sends this guy into me, that means he doesn't have either of those cards. Sad thing is I can't actually kill him next turn. That Spellbender actually, you know, saved him. So it was a good secret. Mirror image. Alright, that's a little bit of a stalling tactic, not that scary, and that is a little bit scarier because it actually deals damage. Alright, I actually can't even kill that thing. That is a problem. Luckily, the taunting totem is extremely good here, so let's kill off his mirror images. And then next turn I'm going to have to trade very unfavorably into that thing, so this actually, plus the Spellbender, actually put him back into the game. He's got 6 cards in his deck, which is very scary, because it's likely that one of them is a burn spell and will just kill me. That was a very unfortunate top deck for me to witness. Alright, he's trading rather than hitting me, which is a mistake because he knew that I was going to have to trade into him next turn. Alright, that is not relevant. Taunt is the only relevant one, or healing, that's not either one of those. I have to do this, and I have to do this. Ah, my god. Spellbender! Really? Of all the things. Maybe there's a different way to play that. If I hadn't played the Rockbiter weapon, it wouldn't have put that creature into play. So maybe I should have just attacked him and never used the Rockbiter weapon. That might have been my way of winning. Stormforged Axe is not helpful. Taunter Totem is helpful. Alright, well, I'm obviously never going to hit creatures anymore, so let's just attack him. Do I have a Lava Burst in here? I think I do. That will actually win me the game if I draw it out of my 8 cards. Pretty sure this game is not going to go to Fatigue. He's got 4 cards left, but it's very unlikely that he won't be able to finish me off with what he has. Frostbolt! Oh my god, that's really good. Because it stops me from attacking him. Alright, Lava Burst will bide me time killing this, but it will not actually win me the game anymore. Alright, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. And that's the game. Oh, fuck! That was so unfortunate. Yeah, I should have just played... Because the thing is, I knew he either had Counterspell, Spellbender, or Ice Block. So I shouldn't have given him that creature, basically. If I had just traded my Ogre for his Argent Commander, then I could have just attacked with my Worgen. And put the Argent Commander down and won. Yeah, that was my mistake. So, you know, credit to my opponent for playing a card and for having it work for him. And I will take that loss, sad as it is. NRG Nerd. I feel like that should be RNG Nerd, but whatever. Okay, let's see what my extra card is. Spellbreaker. I don't think I want that. I think I have enough early plays. I am willing to fish for them. That's good. That's great. Alright, well, being on curve as I am, it'd be nice if I were going first, but I will not complain about going second. So the main decision is, do I coin out the Knife Juggler or not? If I just play this thing, I'm sort of wasting a knife. This is the more aggressive play. Let's go ahead and do it. I feel like that's my deck's best chance of winning, is just overrunning my opponent before they have a chance to get off the ground. Alright, his hero ability got up. So basically I'm buying time with the Knife Juggler. If he spends 2 turns killing it painstakingly with his hero ability, that's fine by me. I could fish for a Healing Totem, but there's only 1 in 4 chance of that saving me. Although, is that better or worse than just getting this guy on the board? Ah, man, it's unclear whether this was better to have on the board. I think I'll take the 1 in 4 chance of healing my Knife Juggler back up. Unfortunately, it is not to be. That does make Lightning Bolt a little bit better. And if he spends his entire turn killing my guy, then next turn I play the Worgen and he's once again playing catch-up. Especially since Lightning Bolt and now Rockbiter Weapon will kill most anything that he could play right now to try to ward this Worgen off. Really, it's Sen'jin Shield Master or bust for him, and even then I could kill it with Stormforged Axe plus Rockbiter Weapon. So I wouldn't even mind. Right, that is actually really good, because it can kill my guy next turn. I have 2 Stormforged Axes. Now if I play one now, I won't be able to play the Lightning Elemental next turn, or Earth Elemental next turn. Of course, if he has Polymorph, then playing this will just be tragic. So let's go for the more conservative play here. Let's put this into play. Get another totem in. A taunter would have been good, so I have not been hitting my totems, that is for sure. We'll keep my axe charges handy, because it'll be nice for killing any small drops he might play, or a big drop with the help of a Wreckbiter weapon. Arcane missiles. Alright, my guy is now enraged, so he really needs to kill this off now, one way or the other. Frost Nova? Pretty good card. He's going to take the slow approach towards killing my guy. Alright, it's a shame that I cannot play that. Oh, that's really a shame. Well, again, I'll take a 1 in 3 chance of getting a healing totem here. Well, Taunter is not quite good, because he can still kill it with his hero ability. Boo. Alright, well, now's the time, I think, to play this. And you know, I just realized, since I have this in my hand, I really should just be whacking him. I mean, this is like 6 damage, and I've got another one behind it, so I might as well just use it. Blizzard. Alright, well, that is quite unfortunate. And he's hanging on to that tiger for dear life. Alright, this is a bit of a safer play, because it survives the tiger, it doesn't put me into overload, and if he has a polymorph, then next turn, boom. Alright, there's the polymorph, so I baited that successfully. Let's see if he lets me keep my sheep around. Looks like he will not. So all he's been doing this game is answering everything I play with a removal spell. And I'm okay with that because I am still equal with him on cards, still have the initiative, and still have a weapon. So let's go ahead and play this. And should I make a totem or waste the axe and rebuild it? Yeah, I'm going for an aggressive run here. Let's replace my axe. Go nuts with the overload. I'll have 4 mana next turn, so I'll be able to use some removal spells, play the doctor, make a totem. Alright, well that's a temporary solution, not a permanent one. So he's spending a lot of effort to kill that guy, which I'm fine with. This panther still has done nothing. Ooh, I can be really aggressive and hex. This would definitely make it harder for him to kill this guy. Alternative plan is to use this to heal him and use Rockbiter weapon to... Oh, I like this plan a lot. I'm gonna actually, okay, let's... Rockbiter weapon, which allows me to kill that thing. Let's use a heal on this Earth Elemental, because every point of health matters. And if he had Polymorph, he clearly would have used that. Let's get a totem out. Make another Taunter. Slightly imprecise play on my part. I should have totemed first to see if it was a healing totem. Then I could have used the Voodoo Doctor on myself. I made a mistake that time and didn't have to pay for it. So he's kind of in trouble here. Pyroblast would kill this. Polymorph would take care of it. Flame Strike's really bad here, and if he doesn't put down a Taunter, take care of this, I am going to deal 7 damage, and I've got another 4 damage in the bag. That's 11 damage. Got another 3 damage in the bag. That's 14 damage, so he's in really serious trouble. That is not an answer, so I'm really happy to see it, because he's in trouble. It really doesn't affect anything, this card. And he's getting those guys really ready to attack, but it might be too little too late. Okay, well, let's think about what I want to do here after I see this. I think it makes sense to draw a card first before doing anything else. Direwolf Alpha. This looks like a really good play. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's count. I've got 9, 11... I might as well make a totem. 12 power. Okay, so I have 9, 11, 15 damage. He could, of course, trade these guys into me. But that's fine. Because even then I can axe and finish him off. So we're going to ignore that wolf. And just beat face. So yeah, next turn Lightning Bolt plus the axe kills him. Now I could, of course, Hex the Wolf, but that actually puts a Taunter in the way, which I don't really want to do. So we'll let him turn. I don't really see a way that he can kill me here. And because if anything, I've got nothing else. I've got 2 Taunters in the way. He could kill this with a little bit of help from his hand. But even if he wraths my board, that's going to take almost all of his mana, if not all of it. And then I whack him. And oh well, I'm actually 1 damage short because this wouldn't have spell power anymore. Ooh, maybe I got a little bit greedy there. Well, let's see what he decides to do. Alright, he's 2 for 1-ing, so he worked really hard to get that guy to die. That's encouraging. Question is, will he let me keep anything on the board? Silencing my Taunter totem is really great to see. Alright, he's still dead. I just need to be able to whack him. He's still dead. Oh, this is looking good. No taunt, no taunt, no taunt. Alright. Thank goodness. Starting to run out of steam a little bit. Alright, don't even need the Forked Lightning. Although that was nice. Tap as an insurance policy. And we pull another one out. I was honestly doing fine here. This isn't that scary, really. So while he had the board advantage, he didn't have any card advantage. And I could kill most of his stuff with Lightning Bolt, Forked Lightning, and Hex if I needed to. So it was a pretty good game. Alright, well I made it to 5 wins, so finally I am actually able to post a video where I played somewhat competently and did somewhat well. I would, of course, however, for your entertainment, love to show you a good run with the Shaman, so let's hope for another Saturday afternoon casual player that we can stomp on. Metha. I wonder what that's short for. Ooh, a Druid. No rogues yet in this arena. Druid's fun to see. Well, definitely going to keep the Axe. The Forked Lightning is interesting. It might not come into play for a while. So what I'm actually going to do is ship it back. I'll rely on my Axe for removal. And I hope I can make some earlier plays. Alright, well, nothing on turn 1 here. Unless I want to Lightning Bolt his face. On turn 2, I'll probably play a Totem. I don't want to play a Naked Wolf. I don't want to give away this Axe, because it's possible that he might play something if he doesn't know that I have the Axe. Ah, this is even better, actually, than a Totem. So this gives me the opportunity for options. I can, if he plays nothing, play the Wolf and attack for 4. If he plays something, I can Stormforged Axe. I can also actually play the Wolf and Lightning Bolt if he plays something, depending on what it is. It's really a question of how aggressive I want to be.
What to do?
Alright, he's thinking. That's good. Claw will kill this thing. Shapeshift will not. Now the nice thing is, oh, he's actually going for me. He's not working this guy down. Alright, fair enough. Well, I think I'm going to be aggressive. Let's keep my Axe a secret for now and play this Wolf. Put more damage on the board. Deal more damage now. So he's in trouble. If he just plays like a random creature here, then I kill it. Either with the Axe or with Lightning Bolt, depending. So he might be in trouble. Now, a Sen'jin Shieldmaster will actually slow me down considerably. I would need to play the Axe and trade my thing into it. God damn it. He had it. If only I had more things to buff me with myself with. Is there any better way to get rid of this? I could actually use the Axe and Lightning Bolt just to go crazy with Overload. If I do that, I will have 3 mana next turn, which is not enough to play either of these cards. But I think it's actually worth it to keep my creatures on the board. I'd love to have a Rockbiter weapon here, is what I'd love. Because that would allow me to kill the Sen'jin without overloading. So what I'm doing here is putting on as much aggression as I can. I mean, I've got 6 damage on the board, another 4 in my back pocket, that's 10, so he's sort of down to 11 life. Next turn, I can still make a Totem, and maybe kill something if he puts a creature down that I can kill. It is a shame that I can't play my 4-drops, but I'm hoping that between a Totem and the potential to maybe play 1, 2, or 3-drop that I just picked up, that was a good play to keep my creatures on the board. Bit of a gamble for sure, but it's a gamble I'm happy to make. Forked Lightning is not super great here. It's unlikely he's going to have 2 minions on the board anytime soon. It's got the same problem that Cleave does, which is that sometimes you just can't use it. Now I've got 6 cards on the screen, he has 7 in his hand, so I have the advantage because I've played more of my stuff on the board, but if he can of course clear my board, then he'll be in good shape. Alright, that's not the worst thing in the world, because my Alpha Wolf enhanced thing can kill it. I can also use Rockbiter Weapon to kill it. Interesting. No, I think I'm actually gonna... let me think. Well, the problem is if I use this to kill it, he can hero ability to finish it off. Let me see if I get a healing totem. That will affect my decision. Right, taunt is fine. That means he has to attack through this. So, yeah, we're gonna... let me think. This is a tough decision. If I Rockbiter Weapon and kill the Patriarch that way, I can deal more damage to him. Although I can Rockbiter Weapon later anyway and still deal damage to his face. So actually it's the same. Let's actually hide behind my Taunter. Hit him with just the Wolf. And he hasn't played any early drops, so it seems unlikely that he's going to have anything when I want to axe, especially since I'm still holding on to Forked Lightning. So what I'm actually going to do is just start swinging at his face. Just trying to race my opponent down here. If he's playing like a random mid-range deck where he has just a bunch of random 5-mana and up cards, he's going to be in trouble, although that is really good. Crap. Because it wipes my board and there's really nothing I can do about it. Yeah. That was just really good. If I could silence it, I would. That would be perfect. But instead, I'll have to accept the Wrath. Alright, now I'm not in bad shape by any means. I put down a big creature here. I get another totem. I will keep up the aggression. Again, with 2 Forked Lightnings in my hand, I really don't want to be hitting things with my axe. And these each deal 3 damage a pop, so it's possible that I'll get some really good value. He's got 7 cards in hand. I have 5 cards on the board, on the screen, plus a totem, so I'm a little bit ahead, but it is his turn to play. So if he's got removal for this, like say a Starfire, then I'd say we're pretty much equal. Ah, that Abomination was very good. Good on him for drafting it. It's likely that most other random 5-mana creatures that he could have drafted would, in its place, would not have been as good. Alright, that's actually not too bad here, because I can kill it easily enough. So this guy would protect against the Rocketeer and would allow me to keep my Rockbiter Weapon as a potential finisher. It would also give me the opportunity to wait for him to play another creature so that they can both die to Forked Lightning. So I'm not going to Rockbiter that thing right now. I will hide behind my Taunter. Really glad I drafted this, by the way. Play a totem. Alright, it's an aggressive totem. And Smash Face. Now I'm pretty sure I have a Lava Burst in here somewhere. That would just about finish my opponent off. Without that, I still have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on the board, so he has to kill something or play a Taunter. And not only that, but he actually needs to play a really, really strong Taunter, because I'm not even sure what he played, like a Sunwalker maybe? Because this, and this will kill a lot of what he could play.
You love my new
Switch the attack and that's really clever. Is he gonna Wrath it now? Yes, he is. Ah, that's really unfortunate. So that was a really good turn. My god, that was the best use of this thing I've ever seen. I think the best I've seen to this point was killing a totem, but that was really great. So the question is, can he actually keep his Rocketeer around? The safe play for him would definitely be to trade. If he doesn't do that, he's almost certainly going to lose because I have Forked Lightning and it'll kill his board. If he trades and doesn't play another creature, like if he trades, hero ability kills my totem, that's going to be really frustrating because I will still have nothing to use my Forked Lightnings on. Okay, thank goodness. So that's good. Hero ability? Let's wait and see if he actually decides to trade or not. Alright, he's killing my totem. That's the right play. And what is he doing with this Rocketeer? That is the question. He's playing it safe. Okay. Well, I'm really happy to see that, because what this allows me to do... Actually, I don't even want to play the Azure Drake. Let's actually just put the Tiger down, make a totem, and play Forked Lightning. Alright, now I am in really good shape, because this Tiger deals 5 damage, the Rockbiter Weapon deals 3, that's 8. Now, I am up against a Druid, so he's gaining a life each turn, and as a Shaman, I don't deal damage directly with my hero power. So he's still in the game, for sure, but it's going to be difficult for him to come back, especially because I can put a 4/4 body on the ground and still have this Forked Lightning to deal with his threats. Alright, that's annoying, for sure. And he didn't play another creature, so I can't Forked Lightning. Ah. Bollocks. Alright. If he hadn't played this, I would have won the game. Because this would have been 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no, I wouldn't have won. I wouldn't have quite won. Okay, well, let's actually draw my card and see what I get. That's a pretty good one. How badly do I want to kill this turn? I could Rock Biter Weapon on my totem, use it to pop the shield, and then kill it. I think that's the best play. The reason for that is I'm just in such good shape here with this guy coming down and then the buffer here, plus I already have 9 damage on the board. He really needs to have exactly the right cards in order to hold off my assault at this stage. Metha. So see, I have 5 cards on the screen, he has 6 in his hand. This is a good tip, by the way, is count how many cards you have on the screen, not how many you have in your hand. This gives you a sense of who's ahead. So he has 1 more card than me, but I have 2 more cards on the board, so that's why I feel like I have the advantage. In addition to the fact that he's almost dead, and I'm not, and I have, you know, giant creatures. I'm torn about whether the fact that this fire doesn't stay lit is a good thing or a bad thing. On the one hand, I kind of want it to stay lit, because I think it looks cool when it's burning. But on the other hand, clicking to start it is so much fun. I love the little, like, lighter sound it makes as it clicks to get started. Alright, Twilight Drake is not a problem because it doesn't have taunt. So if he doesn't have removal, this is wacky. Alright. Shapeshift for the life, I assume, and just to... Oh, wow, that's aggressive! That is all the way aggressive. I guess he figures I was going to hit him anyway, so might as well. Alright, fair enough. Now... I could almost kill him. This will put him down to 1 health. Forked Lightning will kill the Alarmobot. The question is, how much am I afraid of the Alarmobot? I don't know that I'm that afraid of it. It could be like a great bluff. Let's actually just go ahead and put him down to 1 health.
Cleanse the sun well.
I can't kill him, which is unfortunate, but I can kill the Alarmobot and play a Taunter. And Starfall will not kill things. It'll just... there's no reason to put this on the board that I can think of. Although there's no reason not to. It's such a dumb creature. Yeah, let's just put her on the board. Okay. My opponent would need to have some kind of a miracle hand here in order to stop all this from killing him next turn. Even a Taunter will die. There's no Taunter that I can think of that has more... Oh, an Ironbark Protector, but I can just Voodoo Doctor and then Earth Elemental to kill it and then attack for the win. What to do indeed. Well, he does have 10 mana. He can gain 1 life with his hero ability. He's fishing for cards. That's very good. That means he doesn't have an answer in his hand. And now he has 2 mana less with which to provide a miracle answer. I really honestly don't know what... Like, it's like a logic puzzle. Like, if this is the board, you have a 6/3 Twilight Drake and 10 mana. You can have any 5 cards you want. What is it that you do to get out of it? I can't think of anything. Druids do not have Frost Nova, so that's not an option. They don't have any immunity. Yes, the Defender of Argus. That's actually a pretty good answer because it puts so much taunt on the board. All right, well, let's just go ahead and... Oh my God, you know what? I am really glad that I played that Voodoo Doctor because if I hadn't, this game would go on another turn. So yay me for making the right decision. All right, well. We're up to that dreaded moment of the arena. We're up to 6 wins, 2 losses. But I feel really confident. This is a good deck. The games I lost were games against really strong decks. Like, really strong. So I feel that, you know, the run-of-the-mill 6 wins, 2 losses sort of deck will lose to what I've got. Confidence is not sufficient for victory, but it is necessary. I remember this name. I've played Lux before. I can't remember if they were a rogue last time or not. Alright, well I'm going second against the rogue and I've got this to kill his early stuff. I'm going to fish for my 2 and 3 drops, even though those are all fine. That's not quite what I needed. Okay. Well, I do have 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of, but obviously Hex is not going to be happening on turns 3, most likely. This is really great against rogues, because if they don't have an ooze to kill your weapon, it'll kill a lot of their, like, aggressive little creatures. What's nice about what I do have is it's kind of resistant to removal. Like, this won't die to backstabs and stuff. Oh man, he's gonna really regret that he did that. I am actually going to coin this out. The reason is, against a rogue, every bit of health matters. I don't want him to have a thing that he can, like, put cold blood on, and I'm just willing to, you know, pay the coin to get my axe into play and take care of a creature. So it is unfortunate, because of the overload, I can't play a totem on this turn, but that's okay. I've got some removal, and on my next turn, it's unfortunate that these are 4-drops, so I'm at a bit of a slow start against this rogue, but again, that's why I wanted to use my coin. Now, if I hadn't used the coin, it's possible I could have just coined out my 4-drops and been a lot better off, but if he's just going to swing his weapon at me, that's alright. Alright, Lava Burst, not really what I wanted here, but let's get a totem out. Healing totem. That's good actually, it heals me up, and he'd have to spend half of his mana to kill it with his hero ability. If he spends a card to kill it, that's even better. I've got good plays coming up, so he wasn't able to put any early aggression on me. I can play this, which is great, and then this the turn after that, and I've got removal and a silence. I've really got everything I could want. So he's just gonna use his, you know, hero power to kill my totem. Fair enough. And let's start making the plays. Boom. What you got, rogue? So I have 7 cards, 8 cards on the screen if you count this axe. He has 7 cards on the screen. So even with prodigious use of his dagger mastery, he hasn't really gotten any card advantage against me. So I'd say that I have the slight advantage here, although this game is not even close to over. Anything can happen at this point. I mean, with a 3-mana creature and an eviscerate, he'll turn the situation right around. You know, it's anyone's game here. If he plays a Twilight Drake, that would be amazing. I would love for him to do that, because I've got the silence in hand. That would be the ideal continuation of this game. Another ideal continuation is if he plays dagger and a random creature I can kill with my axe. Eviscerates without combo. Well, that's good to see. That means I guess he has another.
This guy's toast.
Very smart. Okay, well, fair enough. What I'm going to do is get rid of this guy. The Rockbiter weapon. I'm essentially using Rockbiter weapon to deal 1 damage there. That's perfectly fine. Because against rogues, board control is everything. Alright, so we're in the same situation this turn as we were last turn, basically. He got up a little bit of... Actually, no, he didn't, because he spent 2 cards to kill my guy, and then I spent a card to kill his guy. So I'm still doing fine, because I've got 7 cards on the screen, he's got 6. So that's totally fine. I still have good, strong plays, silence, spell power, card draw, and I still have an ass ton of removal here. So really, once he stops killing my creatures, I'll be totally fine. I just need him to start playing creatures on the board. That's what needs to start happening. If he just starts playing creatures, I'll get an advantage. If he just keeps on killing my creatures, it's possible that he'll run me out of stuff. Although, since I have the Azure Drake and the ability to play it and Rockbiter Weapon if need be next turn, I've got pretty good odds of being able to repopulate the board at a faster rate than even this rogue can kill. That's really encouraging, because it means that he didn't have anything better to do. Alright, Lightning Bolt is actually really perfect. It's even better than Rockbiter Weapon here, because it lets me not use up my axe, but let's always draw a card, because you always want to draw cards first. Alright, that's great to see. Let's Lightning Bolt this guy. And let's do this. So, I'm going to hang on to my weapon. The reason being I still have Rockbiter, so if he plays like Ascension Shield Master, it's amazingly good to be able to Rockbiter when you're holding an axe and kill it. Assassinate. Alright, he's using an Assassinate. That's almost all his mana for the turn. If he has Eviscerate, he's fine. This, I don't really care. Okay, so I've got a couple of options in this scenario. I could whack his little guy and just swing. I don't really want to use my other removal against him. So what we're going to do is let's make a totem first, see what we get. Healing is fantastic. And let's make a wall to stop him from attacking this guy, which is really, really good. Man, that wall has been great for me. I have to say, I feel like that guy might be a little bit underestimated. He's not, like, amazing or anything, but he's solid. A safer play would have been to kill this guy. I could have healed up one of the damage from it, thanks to my totem. Perhaps that would have been the more precise play to make, but I like getting rogues low on life because it makes it harder for them to whack stuff with your dagger. Granted, I've got a taunter, so it's already hard for him to whack stuff with my dagger, so yeah, in retrospect, not killing this was a mistake. If he can, like, backstab this, put cold blood on this, and kill my guy, that would be really unfortunate. Yeah, I should have definitely played around it. Well, if I made to pay for a mistake, then so be it. If not, I do have 5 damage, so that's 8 damage in the bag. So I really only need to deal 12 damage in order to kill him. He's got a shiv. It's interesting. Oh my god, he had the cold blood. By leaving this alive, I basically turned what should have been an easy game into a hard game, is what just happened. Because if this guy weren't there, he couldn't have buffed it, he couldn't have played cold blood on it. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Well, that was a good learning lesson for the future. I wish I didn't have to have this lesson at the expense of losing a game. Now, I could silence this, or I could kill it with Lava Burst. I am going to clear his board out. I think that's really just the best thing to do. It's a shame that I can't kill him, but oh my god, if I had killed this thing, I would just have the easiest victory ever. Instead, we're gonna have to spend our removal to get board control back. So I'm still ahead, despite my terrible mistake, but it's gonna be much harder to kill him because I just spent 8 damage killing his creatures instead of hitting him in the face. And rogues do have things that will allow him to clear this off very cheaply and get back in the game. I have a Hex to take care of one more big thing that he might play, so that would really be the ideal situation, is if he plays something gigantic. That's not what I really want to see, because I don't have my lightning storms. Oh my gosh, this is where forked lightning would be really good. Ah, nuts. Shadow Step. Alright, so basically looks like he's just getting another knife. And it goes to my face again. I'm guessing that's not what he wanted. Alright, so he's finally played out his hand. Everything's still going to my face. Holy crap. Okay. He's going to just whack me. So he's trying to race me down here. So I have a huge advantage, but if I hadn't made that error earlier, I'd still have all my removal in my hand and I could kill him now. Alright, well what I'm going to do is not repeat past mistakes. Let's just go ahead and clear out his side of the board. We're going to
Push forward.
push forward. We're going to kill this. We're going to kill this. Let's just hex this. And for 4 mana, let's put down a Raging Organ. That's the turn. So he's got 2 cards and 10 mana. I have 2 cards and 10 mana, but he's playing first, and some of my guys are kind of vulnerable. So I'm definitely paying for my mistake here, because I am making this a much harder process than it ought to be. Looks like he's got a backstab up there, or else he wouldn't be hitting my warg. Alright, he's hitting my big guy, taking some damage to the face. Let's see what he's got for 8 mana here. Alright, he's got a Taunter. That's pretty good. I can trade against that. Alright, this is very good. So I'm just playing it super safe here, keeping my warg on the board. Let's play this. Blade Flurry, if he has Poison Dagger, let's see, he could pump it up to 2 Poison Dagger would be 4, so these guys would actually still survive. So I'm actually going to just put more stuff on the board, make it so that he's dead on the board. Now, if he plays a Taunter, I can silence it. I've got the perfect answer there, and then win. So let's just hope he doesn't have anything great, and I don't have to pay for my mistake. Alright! In this game, I did not have to pay for my mistake with a loss, which I'm always happy about, but the moral of the story is, kill your opponent's creatures. That humble 2-3 almost cost me the game, because he buffed it with the Shadow Sun Cleric, buffed it more with Cold Blood, and then was able to take out my guys really profitably. In particular, my 1/7 Taunter. If I had killed his guy, it would have been extremely difficult for him to deal with my 1/7 Taunter, and I would have been able to keep all my removal spells in my hand and all my damage-dealing creatures on the board.
Thrall versus
Oh, I've played against this person before. Black Stone! Alright. I am going to send this Twilight Drake back. I just hope I never see it, because with this aggressive beginning, I don't actually want to play the Twilight Drake, since it will be very weak, since I will have played all my cards out. Now this guy will die to the hero ability, but this is basically a time play. I'm essentially spending a card to cost him time.
Someone called for the doctor.
He will need to spend time on his second turn in order to kill this. Now he can also coin hero ability, kill it, but then he spent his coin, and in that case I would say the Voodoo Doctor paid for himself. Alright, is he gonna do it? Oh, that's actually a really good answer. Alright, well, we're gonna keep up the aggression here. Let's kill that with Lightning Bolt. And swing. So I would say that I'm ahead now because he spent a coin to play a creature, and he's gonna have to spend time to kill my Doctor, and I've got more aggression coming in the form of the Fairy Dragon. Alright, that is fantastic. Moonfire, are you kidding me? Who plays Moonfire? Ah, FML. Alright, well now I'm definitely behind. That was the most epic Moonfire I've ever seen. Holy shit. Yeah, we're just gonna play this and let it trade with his guy. But that's really the best I can do. Because of the overload, I can't play these things down. They would have been the ideal answer. But, he looks like he's got a pretty aggressive deck as well. Let's see if he actually chooses to trade or not. He might gamble that I want to trade, and in that case, not swing at me, but in this particular case, it would be a mistake. Not a mistake, but it would go badly for him, because I could play this next turn, taunt to protect my Fairy Dragon, and then start swinging at his face. Alright, looks like that's what he's going for. Let's go ahead and play Feral Spirit. Let's also, actually, while we're at it, Rockbiter Weapon. I'm going to kill the Raptor because it kills these things and this doesn't. He'd have to spend his Boarling to kill him. Now, do I want to kill the Boarling? Yeah, actually, I do. Actually, no, he's probably going to trade it in anyway. Yeah, let's just let him do the trade if he wants to. So next turn I'm going to have 3 mana, which is unfortunate. I can't play this Tiger, but I can draw a card or play a 3-drop depending on what I draw. Maybe even a Totem will be appropriate. We'll see. Oh, that's really good. So he's gonna get 2 cards off of the 1 card that he spent. Oh, you know, this guy doesn't die. Ha! He's only gonna get 1 card, but if I had killed the Boarling, he wouldn't have gotten even that. Alright, good play on his part. Good play. Alrighty. Ooh, Forked Lightning is perfect. I will eat the Overload because it's extremely good right there. And I get to make a Totem. Alright, healing is fine. I didn't see a need to draw the card yet. I like populating the board with totems as if I'm a shaman, because if you know what you already have on the board, you can make appropriate plans, and you can also have more precise odds of getting what you need. Alright, he played a Taunter, which is very fair, so this is kind of stalling up the game a little bit. Oh, I'd love to play that now. I can't trade in for this, so we'll draw a card.
You like my invention?
His cat being very good there. And spell power. Not useful at the moment. Well, luckily I have a taunt to hold off his cat. And next turn I have this, which is definitely stronger than this. So that's pretty good. Of course, druids do have silence and stuff, so this isn't going to win me the game by any means necessarily, but it certainly could.
Me and Mr. Bite.
He's playing a pretty aggressive deck with, you know, Moonfire and all these low-costing creatures, so I'm hoping he might not necessarily have any big answers to this. Alright, a Direwolf Alpha would actually be really great, because it would allow this Fairy Dragon to trade off. His hero ability doesn't really do much, because I heal it. He's doing the right thing hitting me. If he hit any of my creatures, the healing, then it would absolutely do nothing. So I could play the Warden, but it's really not that useful. I could also double trade to take out his cat, but then he's, I mean, then that's pretty pointless. Although then it would make this guy a lot more likely to stick around. Alright, let's see what totem I get, because I'm pretty sure I'm playing a totem this turn. Taunt! That's pretty good. So I could double trade like this. He has to get past this taunt, and then I could play this Tiger for a little bit more of a safer play, and just try to kill off his creatures. Alternative plan is just to not trade these guys and play the Tiger and try to kill this guy off anyway, and then hide behind the Taunter in the meantime. Now, this Dragonling can just kill off the Taunter, and then this guy can kill off either one of my creatures that it wishes. So that's not really a good plan. Let's go ahead and do this now.
Yeah, sure.
and play my tiger. The reason I did that, instead of playing this right now, is that if I don't overload here, man, I can play both of these guys, which is really, really strong. So we'll just see what he has going for him here. Ah. He's making a taunter. Well, that means he feels threatened, or else he would have made it attack, rather than health and taunt. My silencer would be great to see here. Now this is actually really good taunting because it stops my tiger from killing his spell power. And that is a shame. In 2 swings my tiger could kill this thing. But I don't know if that's quite worth it. Oh, perfect. Okay, we're definitely going to silence that. That was a very good draw. Boink, back down to 2-4 you go. Let's kill his Dudo. And let's make it hard for him to get this guy. And this Warden! He's been so good! He's been good in every game. You play other creatures down, and then when they're vulnerable, you protect them. Like, now I'm stopping his Dragonling from killing this, and I'm stopping this guy from killing my Healing Totem. It's just great. Like, do you really want to spend a silence on this? If so, it's, you know, pretty good. Better than a silence on... Well, actually, silence on this would also not be a big of a deal, because it's still a 7/8 for 5 mana, but you get the idea. So next turn, I can actually play both of these guys out. And then I have just ferocious board advantage. He needs to make a really great play here. I have 5 cards on the screen plus a totem. He has 6 cards on the screen, and it's his turn to play, so I'd say he might have the advantage. But if he does not use the initiative which he currently possesses to do some really amazing stuff, he's really in trouble. Because I've got really good trades coming up. I got this and heal with the totem. I've got this and heal up with the totem. Ah, Ironbark Protector. Well, fair's fair. So now I can't do my profitable trades, but he can't do his profitable trades. I no longer have any taunts or silences in this deck, but I do have a Hex. And a Lightning Bolt would also be fine. I'd be totally fine with spending my Tiger, Lightning Bolt, and then still making my good trades. Alright, that was an interesting decision on his part. I did not get a Lightning Bolt, but I did get a Knife Juggler, which seems pretty good here. I want to like pick this off if I can. Alright, that's alright, I suppose. And let's see where this... Oh, actually, I could play this instead. Let's hold off on that for now. If there's a way that I can get rid of this before I play this, that would be really fantastic. Do I want to double trade now? No, I don't think so. Let's just wait and see what he does. Time benefits me because I'm healing for free every turn. He could, of course, kill my Taunter, and then send this guy on my Healing Totem or at my Knife Juggler. That gives me another chance to draw Lightning Bolt or Hex. What have I got? 17 cards? The odds are not that great, but they're in there. They are in there. Let's see what he does with his initiative. So he can kill off my Taunter with his Ironbark. That allows him to use his hero ability to like pick off one of my totems. And then he can also kill out my Knife Juggler with his Dragonling, and that's only spending 2 mana, so it leaves him with 7 mana to play around with and do good stuff. I'm not too vulnerable to Starfall, although it would hurt to lose my Knife Juggler and 2 totems. Starfire, interesting. So he's overkilling me a little bit there and spending a lot of mana, but it does give him a card, and it does make it harder for me to trade against his Ironbark. It's possible I should have just killed the Ironbark. Maybe that was a mistake, not killing it while I had the chance. And he's going to get rid of my Healing Totem. Alright, fair enough. So, this turn... Oh my god, I drew the Hex. Well, that's fine. Let's just boinkity boink boink boink. And kill it. I will make a totem because I can, and it might pop the shield on this if I'm lucky. I was not quite lucky enough. Let's see where I want to do my attacking. I think I actually want to attack over top of him because this is a Taunter. So let's do it. Just putting a lot of pressure on him. So he needs to deal with this or die, basically. He needs to have a silence. Or honestly, even a silence isn't going to do it because this is still 7 damage coming at his face. I don't think even an Ironbark Protector can save him at this point. Yeah, he's in real big trouble. Druids are not great at taking down 8 damage. Druids don't have any bounce effects. They don't have any kill effects. The most damage they can deal is... Well, actually, that might be an answer. That does put a lot of damage out there. So these 2 creatures can now kill my thing. He cannot swing at me, or at it, because it will like basically kill him. But he's got 3 more mana to work with, or 7 more mana to work with. So he might be able to do even more than that. If he has like a pump spell, then this could actually kill it all by itself, and in that case, he might be able to win. It's another one of those, like, how can the druid survive puzzles? And I think Defender of Argus, just as it was the answer to the last puzzle, is the answer to this one. He needs to put down a whole bunch of taunt in order to survive against me. Alright, he's going to Starfire and draw a card. So what's interesting about this is it doesn't save him. That's actually what's interesting. Because he can kill that, and he can kill one of my things, but I've still got enough damage to kill him here. I got 4, 8. Oh, I have 8. I see. Never mind, I take it back. I've got 8 damage. So, okay.
Time waits for no one.
I think he probably needs to kill more of my damage here rather than being too greedy. Oh, he's actually going to hit my Knife Juggler. Interesting choice. Alright, fair enough. Lava Burst is a pretty good card. Alright, well, it was a good game. Obviously, the Hex that I drew was nice, but I also think I have to give myself credit for making some good decisions. I think holding back my Earth Elemental was absolutely the right play, and I gave myself enough time to draw my outs, so I'm going to give myself credit for those plays, god darn it. And look, I'm at 40 gold, and I'm going to get to keep swinging. I'm going to get to play 24 arena games without having to pay real money. I wonder if that's... I don't know if that's good or bad. My success rate in the arena, because again, I don't want to paint a false picture of my competence. My success rate in the arena is like 38% or so. By success, I mean making it to 7 wins or more. This is a terrific hand. Harold. I keep wanting to think of that's Arnold. So I have options with this hand. Basically, if he doesn't play anything early, I can put down my Fairy Dragon, then buff it, and start to go to town. If he does play something early, I can Stormforged Axe and kill it, and then do the same thing with the Fairy Dragon and the buff, but a turn later. Alright, what's he got? Is he going to coin something out? Ooh, please have 2 toughness. Please have 2 toughness. Yay, you have 2 toughness. Woo! Alright, this is really perfect, actually, because I got my axe. Next turn I'm overloaded, but I only want 2 mana anyway, so I'm in good shape. Alright, he's going to totem out. Totally fine. Ah, that's really not what I wanted to see, because it deals damage to my thing. Yeah, alright, we'll kill it. Let's change planes a little bit. I'm actually fine using weapon charges to kill totems, because he's spending time in the form of mana to put these totems out, and I already killed 1 creature with this. So, basically I'm trading this for time. Ah, well played, sir. Well played. Well, that does change things a little bit. Now I don't really want to play this just to have it die, so what I'm going to do is make a totem. Taunt is actually really good, because I can now play this. So basically, he's basically doing the same thing I am. He's spending charges in exchange for time. Now, after he kills this totem, if he can't kill this creature here, which is really unlikely because he can't target it, I can actually buff it with my Shattered Sun Cleric, and then it will be out of axe range. Alright. That is interesting. So, what do I do? Well, I have options. I can Booty Bay Bodyguard, which will actually protect this thing. And I can just swing over top of them. The Elemental would need to get buffed twice in order to be able to take out my Booty Bay Bodyguard. Other option is Rockbiter Weapon, which would let me kill this thing, and Shattered Sun Cleric. I think I feel like this is more correct for some reason. I don't know if my instincts are failing me, but this just seems like the right play. Because maybe it's because I'm still smarting from that lesson against the rogue of always kill your opponent's creatures. It just kills his creature, which makes it less likely that he can do stuff, to put it really eloquently. Now, next turn, I'm happy to play this thing. Ah, that guy. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do. Let's see, this. Oh, it leaves me 1 mana short of being able to play that. That's a shame. Well, actually, I don't need the Overload on this, do I? Okay, what we're going to do is play this for sure. So, that leaves me with 4 mana. So, no, sorry, it leaves me with 3 mana, so always draw a card first. So let's draw a card first. Okay, that is interesting and all, but let's go ahead and kill this thing. I don't mind spending 2 creatures killing it,
Push forward.
because while that overloads me for 2, he overloaded himself for 3. So he's in the unenviable position of having 3 mana on turn 6, whereas I am going to have 5 mana on turn 7, which makes all the difference in the world. Oh my god, he keeps having the answers that he needs. Oh, that was the perfect card. Shit. Well, shit. So I can silence one, but that's just dumb. I can trade one, but that's also dumb. Let's play the Booty Bay, because he actually trades with both of them in the absence of other removal. Notice how, even though the Booty Bay Bodyguard costs 1 more mana than the Senjin Shield Master, it's actually worse in this situation. Because the 3/5 could have killed both of these and still lived to tell about it. That's why I like the Shield Master a lot more than this guy. There's lots of situations where the Booty Bay just isn't as good.
What to do?
Right, he continues to have good plays.
Ready for action.
What is he doing? Playing a bad creature, which I am okay with. Lightning Bolt, alright. Well, luckily, I still get to trade with one of his Feral Spirits. He feels aggressive, or else he would have traded my thing. Let's think. 8 mana. This guy being a 3/5 is actually rather unfortunate. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is play this, a Totem, and the Voodoo Doctor, so I'll see the Totem first. Healing, that's nice, so that makes this a... Actually, hang on, I actually can kill this thing. I'm going to just do that. Now that it's getting healed, let's put this guy down. And I'm going to heal myself with the Voodoo Doctor. You know, it's possible that I should have attacked with the Fairy Dragon earlier into one of those guys. Maybe I was being a little bit conservative by not attacking. But I think I'm still okay. Now, I have 6 cards on the screen, one of which is a totem. He also has 6. They're all actual cards, though. He's a bit overloaded, but 7 mana is still a lot of mana. I don't have any great follow-ups here. So, I'm in a bit of a tough spot for sure. Alright, he's toteming up. That is a pretty good totem. And that is a pretty good card. Oh, crap. It's really good. Thankfully, he can't quite kill this thing. Okay. Fort Lightning could be extremely good here. I need to kill this guy out, so let's do that. Problem is then... Let's actually see if I can get a Spell Power Totem, because that would make a big difference. I cannot. Okay, so let's do... Let's see, I could silence this wolf, but that wolf just might die. Okay, basically what I don't want is for Forked Lightning to hit this guy, because then he draws an extra card out of him. So let's kill that guy. And let's kill this guy. That's a pretty good trade. And I'm still running the risk of Fort Lightning hitting that guy. So I didn't actually solve my own problem here, did I? Okay. What am I doing? I have this thing. Oh god, that was silly of me. Okay, so let's kill this guy. And play Fort Lightning. Wow. Sorry for my brain dead moment there. Okay, I have 5 cards on the screen, but 2 are totems. He has 4 cards on the screen, but they're all in his hand, but it's his turn to play, and I'm overloaded. So, anyone's game. I wouldn't say I have a crushing advantage here. But I do have a life advantage and a healing totem, which can slowly heal up my Warden if he doesn't get things done quickly. And I have a Spellbreaker to deal with, you know, miscellaneous bad stuff. So I feel alright. Plus, I've still got a Hex in here. I'm pretty sure I've got some Lightning Bolts. I believe I spent Lava Burst. Yeah, I spent Lava Burst to take down his Lightning Elemental. So, I feel pretty good about my chances, but the game is by no means over. Stormforged Axe definitely evens the scales. This guy is not as good as this Engine Shield Master would have been, because I can just kill it in one fell swoop. And I will probably do that. I don't want to Hex or Silence. Well, silencing is pointless. Yeah, let's actually just keep the board control going here. Spell power is nice. Now, I could silence... Oh, I should have silenced something before, just to get the body on. But we'll be fine like this and hold my answer. So I've got really good answers here. So I've got time to draw good stuff.
The light protects me.
Alright, that is a very annoying thing to deal with, because it allows him to actually kill my warden next turn. But I do have a 50-50 shot of getting a taunt totem. Is he going to rockbiter himself to kill off my warden once and for all? Wouldn't be a bad plan. He doesn't know that my cards are so bad, although he probably saw that I ended with 6 mana, so he's got to figure I have answers. Thus, if he has removal, he should use it, because if he can guess that I have answers, he knows I'm not going to have anything good to play unless I top deck it. Alright, he chose not to do that. Well, this is a really good card here, so I'll play that.
Does the future hold?
And let's see, I'm going to just see what I get for my totem first. Taunt is great. If this weren't a taunt, I wouldn't do this attack, but since it is a taunt, I will. So now he can attack with his guy and use his last or second extra ability to finish off my warden. But I am gonna whack him pretty good. This guy's a really good totem clearer, and I can start dealing damage to his face. Also, depending on what I feel is best. If he has a lightning storm, it'll win him the game most likely. Alright, he has a healing totem. That's also good.
Summoning Kodo.
Pine-sized summoner. Hex. Alright, well that gives me another taunter, which is fine, I suppose. And he's gonna kill my totem, interestingly. Not... he's gonna rockbiter weapon. I see. Take out the warden that way. Well, now I have a bunch of stuff that doesn't do any damage, so that's a little bit awkward. Alright, Pine-sized summoner seems extremely irrelevant at this point, so I'm not even gonna... Well, should I silence it? Just in case? No, how could it possibly matter? Let's just get our totem here. And it's payback time. As the old saying goes, payback's a bitch. So it's going to be really difficult for him to deal with this. On the board he has 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, so that's still 3 short, and he has to take damage to the face. If he has a hex, that'd be great, but he just spent a hex. What did he hex of mine? He's hexed like my random creature or something? Bloodlust, that's pretty good. So that's fine, using Bloodlust as a kind of quasi-removal. But, on the other hand, all the stuff that hits me is going to die. So, he is basically clearing me out, but not actually advancing his board position. Alright, so he has kind of what I used to have, which is a bunch of stuff on the board, and nothing that actually does anything. Oh man, this is really annoying. Alright, I'm gonna put this on the board just because it's like the biggest kid in town. Let's silence the healing totem. Play my own totem. I could rockbiter and kill something, but I have a feeling he's going to drop something more important, especially because his 2 guys can't actually even kill my 1 guy. So I will hold on to my answers until such a time as they are needed, because right now this 4-3 is sort of the king of the block. Alright, he can kill my healing totem. I'm okay with that. He apparently didn't draw anything good. Let's do this. Let's play totem. Taunt is really great because I'm playing this. Don't need to kill this because it's silenced. Let's just deal damage. He has a 50-50 shot of spawning a taunter every turn, which does slow down my offensive. But that's fine with me. Because he will lose that coin flip sometimes, like right there. Totemic Might, are you serious? That is so funny. Okay. Well, that's really funny. Okay. I can hit 8, but no, I think spending my Divine Shield to just kill that Questing Adventurer is good. Let's just... how could these matter? If I'm hitting this to stop him from summoning a taunt, it's like he could summon the taunt anyway. It's as if he summoned a taunt anyway because I'm attacking it. So I'm just going to hit him, play my axe, kill off this thing. Totemic Might. Wow. Well, that's been an illustration of why Totemic Might is a terrible card. It just really did nothing. Health doesn't really help in this situation. Alright, he really needs a really good answer here, or else he loses. And what I got? 8, 10, 13. Ah, Fire Elemental! Good card. Good card. Ogre, my guy. Seems good.
Die.
Let's actually use this to kill that. Let's attack him like that. Then Hex. With my axe. I guess I might as well kill the frog anyway. Oh, I already attacked, that's right. Let's put this down and get a totem. Healing is totally fine here because it keeps my spell power alive. Alright, next turn he is dead. Just with what I have on the board, I can axe the frog and then heal him with my minions. So he needs to pull a taunt totem here to stay alive. And he did. I think I can still kill him with the rock biter. No, he's got 2 taunters. Alright, he has 2 taunters, so I cannot kill him this turn. He's hanging on for dear life here. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. Let's go ahead and kill that. Kill that. Play that. And let's see, I can actually use the rock biter weapon to deal damage to his face, or to kill something. Or actually, I don't need to use the rock biter to just hit that guy. So this is fine. He's once again very, very dead. 8 plus 6 is 14, so I have 7 damage of overkill. 10 damage of overkill. That's not gonna do it. All right, well played, sir. Totemic Might. Oh my God, what a card! What a card! Alright! We get to 9 wins. Interestingly, I have still, in 23 arenas, never made it to 8 wins. I always win if I can make it to 8. Let's see what our reward is. It's actually really funny because I have like 5 unopened packs from really bad arenas that I played in that have like, well, cards in them, so we'll get to open a bunch of packs at the end of this video. There's my entry fee. There's a bunch of dust. There's a pack. There's 50 gold, that's fantastic, and more dust. You know, I'm okay with dust. I actually want to make a mage deck here. So, obviously, making 60 more gold so that I could play in the arena twice, should I lose in the next one, would have been great. But I will certainly take that. I have 6 packs to open here. Let's go ahead and do this thing. This is great. This is a really good Warlock card, and these could go in some decks as well. I'm hoping for Blizzard, Pyroblast, and I forget what other freezing card is not a basic. I think like Frostbolt, Frostnova, Cone of Cold. I don't know if those are basic cards. This is a less whelming pack. Knife Juggler is good. I might already have 2 of them though. Larmabot, boo. All right. Come on, Pyroblast. I'm really glad that Blizzard implemented Dust, because if they didn't have a way for you to make cards, then hoping for like just to crack the one card that you need would be a very frustrating thing, especially having to do it twice. Master Disguise. Alright, well I didn't get the cards I wanted, but I did get some extra bonus dust apparently. Lots of commons here that I have multiples of. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and or subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.